See, today let us see about how to determine the analytic function f of z is equal to u plus iv whenever u minus v is equal to e power x into cos y minus sin y. Already we have seen to determine the analytic function by using the theorem, and whenever the real part is given, you know how to find out how to determine the analytic function, and when imaginary part is given, how to determine the analytic function. Now here f of z is equal to u plus iv we have to determine when u minus v is equal to e power x into cos y minus sin y. So first let us take f of z is equal to u plus iv. Now find out I into f of z. So this is equal to I into u then plus I square into v, and this is equal to I into u minus v. So I into f of z is equal to iu minus v, and now I take f of z is equal to u plus iv as equation 1, and I into f of z is equal to iu minus v, take it as 2. Now let us find 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 is f of z plus I into f of z, and this is equal to u plus iv plus iu minus v. Now we will combine the real term u minus v. Taking I outside, we combine this u plus v. So we get real part u minus v and imaginary part u plus v. Here taking f of z outside, I can write 1 plus I. So f of z into 1 plus I is equal to u minus v plus I into u plus v. This u minus v I can take it as some other variable, and this imaginary part u plus v can be taken as some other variable. Now assume capital F of z is equal to f of z into 1 plus I. Then let us take P is equal to u minus v, and Q is equal to u plus v. So therefore this f of z into 1 plus I can be substituted as capital F of z, and u minus v can be taken as a P, u plus v can be taken as a Q. So therefore capital F of z is equal to P plus Q, P plus I into Q. Now our aim is to determine the analytic function. So let us differentiate this f of z. So I will be getting f dash of z, and this is equal to px plus I into qx. And given that f of z is analytic function, so I am going to use CR condition. So using the CR condition, qx can be written as minus py. So therefore f dash of z is equal to px then minus I into py. So I am having f dash of z is equal to px minus I into py. So p is equal to u minus v, q is equal to u plus v. So I am going to find the f dash of z is equal to px minus I into py. Since the function is analytic, qx can be taken as minus py. Now what is given? So given u minus v is equal to e power x into cos y minus sin x. This is given. Cos y minus sin y. U minus v is given as e power x into cos y minus sin y. Now what is our u minus v? u minus v is equal to p. So instead of u minus v, I am going to take p. So therefore p is equal to e power x into cos y minus sin y. Now I am going to differentiate p with respect to x and p with respect to y. So find out px. So px is what? Px is nothing but dou p by dou x. So differentiating p with respect to x. So differentiating e power x, I will be getting e power x. E power x, the coefficient of x is 1. So e power x into cos y minus sin y. Next differentiate p with respect to y. So whenever I differentiate with respect to y, I have to treat x as a constant, e power x into differentiate with respect to y. So differentiating cos y, I will be getting minus sin y. Then minus differentiating sin y, I will be getting cos y. So e power x into minus sin y minus cos y. Now I am going to apply the theorem in order to determine the analytic function. So I know f dash of z is equal to px plus I into qx, and this is equal to px minus I into py. So let us find out f dash of z, and this is equal to px of replacing x by z and y by 0 minus I into py of replacing x by z and y by 0. So let us find out px of z comma 0 and py of z comma 0. So what is px of z comma 0? So I know px is equal to e power x into cos y minus sin y. So put x is equal to z. Therefore I will be getting e power z into, put y is equal to 0. So cos 0 minus sin 0. So this is equal to e power z into cos 0 is 1, sin 0 is 0. Therefore I will be getting e power z. So my px of z comma 0 is equal to e power z. Now similarly let us find out py of z comma 0. So py of z comma 0 is e power z into minus sin 0 then minus cos 0. Therefore I will be getting e power z, sin 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. Therefore I will be getting minus 1, which is equal to minus e power z. So px of z comma 0 is e power z, py of z comma 0 is minus e power 0, e power z. So substituting in f dash of z, that is equal to px of z comma 0 minus I into py of z comma 0. So let us substitute the value here. So px of z comma 0 is equal to e power z, and this is minus I into e power z. And already py of z comma 0 is minus, therefore I will be getting plus. And if I take e power z outside, I will be getting 1 plus I. So f dash of z is equal to e power z into 1 plus I. So this is my f dash of z. So f dash of z is equal to e power z into 1 plus I. Now integrating I will be getting, integrating on both sides, I will be getting f of z, and this is equal to 1 plus I is constant, integrating e power z, it is e power z plus some constant. So this is my f of z. So already I have taken f of z. I assumed f of z as, now replacing for capital F of z. What is capital F of z? It is nothing but f of z into 1 plus I. So f of z into 1 plus I is equal to 1 plus I into e power z plus some constant. So this is after replacing f of z. Now dividing throughout by 1 plus I, our aim is to find f of z, the analytic function. Therefore f of z is equal to e power z plus c by 1 plus I. So this is the analytic function. Hence you can able to determine the analytic function just by replacing capital F of z is equal to 1 plus I into f of z. So this way, with this I am going to conclude the way of determining analytic function whenever you have u minus v. So this is the way. If you have u plus v, you can follow this, and tomorrow we will continue the class.